Hey guys, Freddy here, welcoming you to a new dawn for CCVGP. We're ready to start Toy Commander, let's get going. And of course guys, we're in the main menu. The protagonist Guffy, who resembles us I believe, doesn't really care. I mean, he's just looking at the menu, crossing his eyes, doing everything that he can just to mess things up. Why? Who knows? I mean, we're the one doing all the work here, we're the ones saving his house from renegade toys. Let's find out how we do that then, shall we? Now first off, of course, we got the diagram of the house, and of course, as you can see, each room is coming soon. It's locked, because obviously back in the days of 1998, when No Cliche made this game for the Dreamcast, we had to unlock things. We didn't use downloadable content. And it's still refreshing to go back into a game and seeing, haha, you completed it, but you still have a lot to do, which is great when you really think about it. Now, we start off in the kitchen and dining room. All's well and good. I mean, every day starts with a good breakfast. Let's just get forward into it then, shall we? Now, as you can see, each room has 6 individual boards, and a random 7th for all good measure. That 7th is the boss, while the other 6 are missions. Now, we have to do a lot of things just to make sure everything goes round. Every time you complete a mission, you unlock the next 2. If you complete 3, you unlock the next room. And if you get 4 trophies by beating the boss time that you can see in the upper right hand corner in 4 of those missions, you will unlock the boss to fight and to inevitably kill. And that's what we want to do. We want to stop these evil bastards from taking over this house. And we really just want to make a difference, because even in Toy World, military conflict is always the best option. Now, I want to point something out quickly before we get started, is that the US version of this game had a lot of name changes, and obviously they are very, very bad in some cases. Luckily, at the moment, we don't have to talk about that for a little bit. Anyway, let's get on first. We have training. I am Cyclone, and I am the boss of the kitchen. I've got 6 tests lined up for you. Let's see what you're made of. Try landing the plane on the runway, then use the helicopter to drop 2 sugar lumps into the cup of hot cocoa. Finally, use the pickup truck to find the chocolate bar. Now this mission will introduce you to the entire framework of the game's controls, the vehicle types, etc, etc, etc. And of course, you can see the time there of 1 minute and 40 seconds. As you can see, no one is on the leaderboard because I wiped my save file prior to this game. I didn't want to lose the timing of the bosses to enable it to go forward. Anyway, let's get on with this then, shall we? We need to start saving this damn house! And we go into the kitchen full of optimism. And yay, a random floating green arrow of doom. Yeah, it's like people playing the game needed to know where they were going to land, right? Now, the timing of your landing is very useful, and as you can, I'm going to have to describe this, aren't I? Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the HUD. We've got in the top right corner the radar and the timer screen. In the left, you've got the fuel and your damage. And of course, the bottom, you've got the machine gun and the bullets. Now, we've gone to successfully land this plane and the helicopter. Now, we've got planes, helicopters, and cars, but we also have a variation of those which pick up items. And this is one I've just done so with the helicopter. 3 sugar lumps, and in we go. All is done, and we can land right next to the plane. And the car is here, a pickup truck with a pencil sharpener on top of it. Hurripty frickin' Ray. Now I want to ask this kid, Guffy, right? Why the hell did you make this? Making me go up on walls like this. Don't you know that you can't reach? You're a small child. Well, he may be a small child, but he has a very big imagination, and I don't think his parents are going to be very happy to find him ruining his house. Seriously, if you had to see the messes he's making later on with this, it'll be annoying. Now, we've gone on top of the griddle, on top of the cooker, and we're now raging down, crashing into the wall, onto the windowsill with no problems whatsoever, because we're a toy, and we found the chocolate bar in an ultra quick time of 1 minute, 12 seconds, and 1 millisecond. Now, my name is Freddy Thomas, so the FT and the number 5 will be suffice for this. And what do we do? Yeah, we trounced you, Cyclone. We beat you. What are you going to say about that? Just look at you, already gloating just because you managed to do 1 measly training mission in record time. It shows we have potential. And you know what we do with potential? We use it. So yeah, Cyclone, look at your stupid triangular face. I'm going to punch that in later. Seriously, you cannot beat the power of toy might. Also, speaking of which, Cyclone had a US change. They just added an E at the end of the name to make it see Cyclone. Yeah, just to make it more robot-y. Never mind. First mission is done, and we've gained a trophy, and it's gone golden for completion. Who frickin' Ray? Next mission, dish of the day, known in the US as Boiling Rage. And you know what? I really liked that name. Boiling Rage is awesome. We've got a plane, and for the first time, we have a tank. And 1 minute 45 seconds to beat it. I wonder what we're going to have to do now. You've managed thus far, but you're nothing unless you can cook. Yeah, I know I should know that. For a person at university, I really should. Drop the eggs into the water, and don't forget to light the stove. And now, when I was younger, that point was annoying as hell because I completely forgot it. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if you're playing this game for the first time, and you do use both, which of course that track there is used for, please note, you only need to use the plane, because the tank is just really slow. So use the plane. Simple. Now, of course, the plane is a problem sometimes, because honestly you've got to glide in slow areas and just hit those eggs. I've just hit a peach for no apparent reason. Now, the first thing I would say to do is to drop the eggs in by breaking and then just go straight in, because this first egg will drop in like there's no one's business. So yeah, oh god, crashing into a grate here. This is not good. As you can see, our hanger is meant to have a yogurt pot and an upside turned middle of a tanker of some kind. It's really nice how these little things were done. Anyway, let's fly back round because we're wasting time here. I didn't want to have to show you the room. It's quite big, isn't it? But of course, we have to try and put these eggs into the pot. And if we don't do it, I won't have any breakfast. In fact, I haven't had any breakfast this morning, which is really bad. Come on, push the egg in. Push it in, you bastard. Oh, I believe it got in. Unfortunately, because of where the camera cuts out, we can't tell if we've done it or not. In fact, the only way to test now is to light the stove. Now, which button does it? Well, let's just click a random one and hope it's the right one. It is the right one, and I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we've lit the stove. We're waiting for these eggs to boil, and I'm hoping to God I managed to get 2 eggs in there. Let's hope to God I got 2 eggs in there. Yes, I think I did. Yes! Here we are. Done. Now, it would have been easier to put the stove on first, but I'm a person who just really doesn't care. I would do what I want. 1 minute 16 with 33 milliseconds on the clock. We, once again, have trounced that bastard Cyclone. And seriously, this guy's not putting up a fight with his missions. I know it's the first mission of the damn level, but he's got to really put up a fight. Also, if you didn't notice, those cooker rings are Dreamcast swirls. Who frickin' Ray? And there we go, Cyclone. Sorry, man, you cannot beat us. It doesn't hurt to wait. I'll make you pay for your offenses later. Really? You're making us pay later? You could just kill us now, you know. You got those artillery things on your arms. You could do anything. And ladies and gentlemen, for the final mission today, we're going to go to the ring race, known as Rings of Fire in the US. And we've got one small little plane, the first of many racing missions which we have to do, which is all well and good. Really easy. Now, let's see what kind of pilot you are, if you dare put on your helmet and dash through those fiery rings. Race to be one of the top 3 finalists, and as you can see, the time limit is much shorter, at 35 seconds and 49 milliseconds. This might be quite troublesome, because the one thing I've learnt from these races, finishing on the top 3 is piss easy. Doing this in the time limit when you're crashing about the place is a problem. So, let's get on with it. And I'm hoping I can get a good start here, because this is important. And you can see, we're already at a disadvantage, behind the rest of the planes. What an idiot, what an asshole, but who took the plane out of there? And here we go. And we're going through the ring of cat food, which I've shot down for good measure. Now, you can kill your fellow pilots in these missions, but that just wastes time. As you can see, Guthrie has just destroyed his kitchen by placing in a giant mess everywhere. I mean, seriously, who would trust this kid to clean his own room, let alone his own house after what he's done here? Now that's a problem here. Whoa, around the corner, into that tight urban area, and whoa, through we go, through this boxes, and flying all the way down, through the rings, into the hangar. We are boss, we've done it, and here we go. 31 seconds, Cyclone, you have been trumped. Yeah, I was a bit fearful I was going to crash on that exit there and completely miss it. However, it has been done. Cyclone, we're 3 for 3. What the hell are you? Some kind of robot thing? Bah! You won't always be so lucky. Yep, exactly, you won't be either. And as you can see, everybody, a new room is open. Ha! And just to prove it is, the 2 children's bedrooms are open. However, we are not going to go there just yet, because we have more missions to do. And we are going to do those next time. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the first part of a long series, and I hope you're ready for it, enjoying what you've seen so far. I've been Freddie Thomas, you've been watching, and, Well, this is the first episode of a CCVGP playthrough for the CC network, and I will see you next time.